Hi everyone and welcome back to some more MotoGP 20 here on this channel. This is part number 19 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we go to Malaysia and we've only got 2 more rounds of the Moto3 season. So the next episode of this one will be the finale and we will see what Moto2 team I'm going to be racing with. I maybe do another design for my crash helmet. Really looking forward to this, but let's get this season out the way. So let's go straight to Malaysia and see if we can get some more points. Right, I'm glad that's over with. The wet conditions on this game are so tough. I'm not sure whether it's going to be the same in Moto 2, but in Moto 3, I just don't seem to have the pace. And we've had to take 9th in that free practice session. And I think we've got a wet session for the qualifying. So we could be starting at the back. Right, so here we go with our lap in Q2. Now, it's absolutely pissing it down now. It was only wet in free practice, so this is going to be even harder. So we're just going to try and put 1 lap in, and then I'm going to get straight into the race. If I start from the back, so be it. I'm just going to have to battle hard. At least the race is in the dry. Try and take it nicely in. Oh, get that rear slide in. But I'm finding that you don't want too much traction control on. Even in the wet, it slows you down so much, but you turn it off completely and you spin up too easily and slide off. It's a catch-22. It really is. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So we're just going to have to swing with it. And I'm going to have to do more practice in the wet conditions. Because when we get to Moto 2, the bikes are going to be faster. That rear is going to be sliding a hell of a lot more. And I'm just going to have to try and push myself. Because I've always been good in the wet. I used to be the Rainmaster on some MotoGP games because I used to be really fast in the wet, but not so much on this version. And just trying to take as much through there as we can. And no one's really set a time yet, so don't even take any notice of the red sectors because we're not going to be anywhere near the fastest guys' times. They seem to race as if it's dry weather. Again, just losing that slightly through there. We've got no one close to us to get a tow and get a bit of slipstream, so we're not even going to be able to bump up our time with a bit of slipstream. And we have got Suzuki behind us, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes flying up the inside, knocks me off, and we will have no time at all. Oh, Lopez has crashed. Well, I think that's the 3rd time he's crashed. He's obviously, like me, doesn't like the wet weather on this game. Look at that front tyre. Seriously, it does not like it. And I'm not sure what tyres I'm going to go with. I might just take a risk and just go with soft if we start at the back. Right, we need to nail this final corner. Try not to slide off. And just backing off. Try not to brake barely. And to the line. This is a really crappy time. And again, there's another crash. And over the line. Oh, 2:22. Awful. And as I thought, it was an awful time, and we are going to be starting in 15th place, the lowest place that we started in any race in the Moto3 season. It's going to be a battle today, so let's just get straight into it.
Hello and welcome to the exotic Sepang International Circuit, where a new Moto3 class race is about to start. As you can tell from the footage, we're broadcasting from the track. We're looking forward to great weather for the race. Before the race begins. Right,
so here we go with the race. Now, I've thought about it, and I am going to go with a soft front, but I'm going with a medium rear. Hopefully this is the best combination to go with. We'll find out very soon. We're in 15th place on the grid, so we're going to have to pull out something out the bag. Hopefully we can. We're going to find out very soon.
Latest edition of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Just a few moments to go until the riders battle away on track.
Right, so here we go from 15th on the grid. Can we get a good start? We've got Power 2 on and we're ready to go and we're off. And that's not a bad start. We're going to take a couple of places early on and now we've got to master this chicane. Let's try and get a good position and try not to make any contact. We don't want to come off early on. Right, slow it down, get tight in. Oh, there's a lot of riders going tight in. Oh, bit of a nudge there. Oh, God, it threw me off a little bit. Be careful. And try and squeeze through. That was not too bad. I will take that. And Just try and hold this corner, going side by side, trying to squeeze through these two. Out the way, I'm coming through, and I've managed just to force my way through. God dear, don't lose it, don't lose it. God dear, I'm really pushing myself here, and good on the brakes. Oh, that is really dodgy into that turn. Oh my God, that was awesome, and we've managed to get up to P4, so that was a very, very risky but good start. And who is leading the way? Is that Antonelli that's managed to get out in the lead? I think it is. I think he did put in some really cracking times in those wet conditions. I don't know where he finds the pace, I really don't. Right, let's just try and stick with these three as long as we can. I've got no idea how quick they're going to be in the dry. But this has been an awesome start. So to gain that many places in the first half of the lap is unbelievable. And it is all down to that first chicane. We took a good line through there. Again, be careful. Slid the rear slightly into that turn. Let's just try and hold it around this one, onto the curb. Nicely done. We've got to try and stay with these and try and maximise our chances with the slipstream. If they get too far away, then we'd just be left out on our own. They are starting to edge away. This is the worst corner on the circuit, even worse than the last corner. And that wasn't too bad. It feels a hell of a lot different in the dry, that's for sure. And they're just pulling away here. Let's just try and stay in their slipstream. Hopefully we can get them on the next straight. And oh, hard on the brakes. Taking a bit of a risk. Oh, you can see that rear was absolutely sliding there, but managed to hold on to it. Did heat it up a bit, and we've managed just to close in again. And we have got a bit of slipstream here. Can we get in the inside for this next chicane? We need to try and take a place if we can. I'm going to be better on the brakes. I think he's going to brake a little bit earlier. No, he's having a look. He knows I'm there. Yes, I am here, Dennis. So be very prepared for an overtake, because I am on it here. It's nicely done, feeling a little bit more grip now. Can we get in the inside of him here? Antonelli is trying to move away from Vanetti. We've got an inside line. Let's be better on the brakes. And slow it down. And turn it in. And again, that was nicely done. And we've managed just to gain on these two. And we're up to P3. So we're in a podium position. And I didn't think that was going to be possible when I was starting 15th on the grid. But it looks like we got an opportunity here to maybe even win the race if we can just stay paced with these two in front. Just try and hold it. It's not too bad. We should be able to attack Vanetti here. See how well he goes into this turn. We need to be better into this corner. Again, wasn't too bad. Let's just try and find a position. Can we go up the inside? Oh, on the brakes. Oh yes! I think we're gonna. I think we got him. Yes, we have, and we're into P2. And Antonelli is going to be looking over his shoulder in a minute because I am coming. And we're coming towards the end of lap 2. We've got 2 more laps to go. But as you can see, the tyres are starting to heat up now. It's very hot in Malaysia, and in dry conditions you are going to really chew these tyres up, even more so when we get onto the faster bikes. Let's see if we can get a good final corner here. Just get turned in. Got a little bit wider than I would have liked, but just keep it steady. And that wasn't too bad. Right, we need a bit of slipstream here. We need to close that gap. Antonelli is just pulled away slightly. But that was a good lap time for us. And, oh, it wasn't the fastest. Suzuki's just put in a 2:16. So that is a decent pace. But let's see if we can just be consistent. Be careful. Oh, that rear is sliding around. And again, oh God, we are losing a lot of tyre around there. It was sliding all over the place. Right, let's see if we can close in on Antonelli. We're good on the next corner. Let's try and make use of it. Let's see if we can get a nice entry into this corner. Right, slow it down. Drop it in. And, oh God, that rear was sliding again, but just managed to keep it controlled. I'm definitely closing in on him. He knows I'm there, and just got to try and maintain this. And there we go. He's having a look. He definitely knows. And he's going to start pushing. He can't afford to back off now, because I am definitely on the surge. Or just running it a little bit wide through there. Managing to control that as well. And look at the tyres. They're looking very, very burnt up. But I'm not backing off now. Now I've got Antonelli in my sights. Oh, that was risky through there. And he's having another look. I'm getting closer. He's going to start riding defensively now. Try and take as much through there. He's definitely going to be quicker on the next couple of corners, because they seem to be very challenging to hold speed through, especially without. And he's having another look. He is worrying. Just keep that. Oh, that was not too bad. That was probably the best I've done so far. Right. In his slipstream. Are we going to be able to get past him going into the final lap? This is going to be a really close finish. Let's take an outside line. And into this turn. Oh, he took that corner well. Fair play. That was really good by Antonelli. But still got a good run. He's onto the curb. Now we've got a bit of slipstream. Into power 2 for the whole of the last lap. This is going to be... Oh, we just hit a 2:15 as well. We are on point now. But we need to try and hold this as we go up the inside. And try and hold into this corner. Oh, that rear slide is coming round. Oh, don't you dare make contact. And again, hold it in that turn. And we managed to hold that. And we've managed to take the position. Oh, that was so worrying. I was feeling that rear moving around all over the place. But it's not over yet. But we have managed to pull away from Antonelli. I don't know how much tyres he's got left. And whether he's got the fuel to go in power 2. That makes all the difference. We'll be able to run and use a bit more power. But that last lap, the 2:15.7, that was a really good lap. And that shows I was definitely the fastest on the circuit. Just got to finish strong. From 15th on the grid. Maybe we didn't even need to qualify anyway. I think there was no way we could have finished in this sort of position in the wet, but it is something I'm going to have to improve into the next season on the Moto2, because I guarantee you I will get a lot of wet weather. We've been quite lucky that we've only had, well, the two races we've had wet weather, France and Finland, we both dropped points on. So I think we came 3rd in France and we came 4th in Finland, so that says a lot, doesn't it? And just try to be careful around that turn. And we have dropped a little bit off the pace, and Antonelli is still clinging on to the fact that he might be able to get a slipstream, but I don't think he will. We've just got to do this last corner, and we are victorious once again. Slow it down. Steady, 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 steady. And straighten up, and there we go. We're going to take another victory, and what a battle that was. And to be honest, guys, I wish there was more laps. I was enjoying myself. I was getting faster and faster and faster, and that was just brilliant. I cannot wait to race around there on the faster bikes. Anyway, guys, we're going to check a couple of replays from that race. I think the start was pretty decent, and we'll have a look at the overtake as well. So let's get straight into that now. So here we go. Right, let's have a look at the start of the race. Now, this start was brilliant, and I held the right position into the first corner and in the chicane. I managed to take so many places, and this really set me up for the rest of the race. I think if I hadn't done this and taken about 4 or 5 places early on, it might have got really tough. But that was a good line through there, just trying to minimise the contact as well, and just maintaining the speed. And look at that, that was a really good corner there, and we were right to the leaders. Right, so here we are looking at the overtake, and this was absolutely brilliant. Now, I knew I could get past Antonelli on the straight, but it was all about taking a slightly different line into the chicane and trying not to lose the rear. So there I go, I overtake, and as you can see, I go on a slightly different line. So I'm slightly wider, had to apply the brakes but not lose the rear. And as you can see, look, the rear is sliding and there again, but managed to get tight into this corner, maintained it, got a good drive out there, and then I went on to win the race. But that was a really, really good move, and it came off nicely. Right, so that is the end of the episode. Now we've only got one more race before we get to Moto 2. So the next episode is going to be the finale, guys. You don't want to miss that. That will be out tomorrow, and I cannot wait. I mean, Valencia is a very tricky circuit, but I'm not really bothered about the result. It's all about, are we going to get signed by the Sky team? That is what I want. I haven't actually checked whether we've been accepted, but you'll find out at the end of that episode, so don't miss it. But let's just get into the end of this episode and see if that offer is still there. I mean, I haven't really checked, but yeah, this season's been really good. I think this has probably been one of the best Moto 3 seasons that I've had on any MotoGP game. It's just started really, really well, and I hope I can carry this on into Moto 2. It is going to be a lot harder as soon as you add more power, more speed, and there's going to be a lot more to upgrade on the bikes as well, because there's going to be aerodynamics, etc. So it's going to be interesting. So that's why I wanted the perfect team. Also, for the next episode, I've also got to redesign my crash helmet for the new team. But until we find out what team we've got, and let's just check, we've got an offer there. That's, yep, we'll take him on. Just improving our staff. We want the best staff possible when we go into the Moto 2 season. And let's have a look. And that proposal isn't there. And we've actually got quite a few offers from MotoGP teams. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it to the final episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, share the video. It's really important for a small channel like me that you do that, and I will see you in that last episode of Moto 3, the finale around Valencia. Hopefully we get perfect weather. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, and hopefully at the end of it we will be signed by the best team for Moto 2. I'll see you later, guys.